What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. If you guys tuned in to yesterday's video, then you know what this is all about. We are introducing to you guys and to the community the Ninja Creamy. The Ninja Creamy, and it's a brand new product from Ninja. As it is advertised, it is going to give you ice cream, gelato, milkshakes, smoothie bowls, and sorbets as well, and it's going to give you that consistency that we all crave. Don't get me wrong, this thing is a beast, but as you guys already know, for me, I rather opt for something smaller that's going to give me a lot better of a texture. And I may be in the minority with this. I may be in the minority, and that's totally okay because I know there's others in the minority with me. So we're gonna go jump right into this review. I'm gonna let you guys know the price, how it works, would I recommend it, and of course you guys are gonna be here with me and we're both gonna witness if this thing actually gives us ice cream consistency. Let's start the video. All right, so first things first, guys, we had to prep these things yesterday. That's right, you have to prep them and you have to freeze them for 24 hours. I was in a time crunch yesterday because I only had an hour to get to work, so I did pretty much everything that I'm familiar with, which are my milkshakes. So I pretty much have, I'm not sure what this one is or what this one is. I know this one is the chocolate brownie, which looks pretty interesting because as you see, it kind of separated. Yeah. So there really was no instructions on how to do like protein ice cream, obviously, or lower calorie ice cream, obviously, because it does advertise to use, you know, like whole milk or heavy cream. I'm sorry, but Mr. Leaf Blower guy, it's been a while since we had the leaf blower guy. So as you can see, I had to make some experimentations and I played around with it a little bit so I could see which one comes out the best. And to be honest with you, I'm still gonna have to experiment it even after this video is over. But without further ado, let's test this baby out. I'm pretty excited. All right, first one is first, we're gonna go with the chocolate peanut butter brownie. I will not have any mix-ins for this one because I just wanna let it stand on its own. And as you can see, it's icy and it is frozen. And we're gonna place the pint, or I'm not sure how big this is, but this container into this one. Close this thing. There we go. So it's pretty self-explanatory how to do this. Well, not really, because I took like 1 minute to put the lid on. But you're gonna settle it down right here, and as soon as you set it down, you just twist to the right and it'll rise up, and then we should be good to go. It should lock in. We're gonna turn this baby on. Now it does say that when you use a sugar substitute to do light ice cream, so what we're gonna do is do light ice cream. All right, she is done. So it does have a release button here. You just press it down and it releases it down. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Holy shit. This is wild. Okay, so first off the bat, this is insane. This flavor is off the chain. The texture is just amazing. As you can see, the consistency of this is pretty ice cream-like. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's like, it's ice cream, dude. I don't know if you can see that. Holy shit. In the bottom, it looks like it didn't churn as much. Now this thing has a setting, it's called a respin, and it'll spin it one more time for you just to make sure it churns everything correctly. So I'm gonna put it back in for a little bit and see how it turns out. For this being the first go around, really good. Oh my god, not again. Come on, bro. All right guys, so like I told you guys, I had to do a couple of experiments. Each one of these pints has 3 different levels of liquid and xanthan gum. This one, for example, has 30 milliliters, which is 1 serving or 2 tablespoons of fat-free half and half, with 1 serving, which is 240 grams of almond milk and no xanthan gum. So there's nothing here to like thicken it up. It's the exact same ingredients from my Brownie peanut butter cup milkshake. The only difference is that I added a little bit of fat-free half and half, and we just respinned it. So let's check her out. Like I'm gonna show you guys the consistency of this one. The respin almost turned it into a soft serve ice cream. As you can tell, it is it's not as thick. It's still, like, it won't fall off the spoon. This is like the definition of soft serve ice cream. I'll leave the calories for this down here. This one isn't as thick. I mean, it is thick because it's not going anywhere. But it's not airy, it's not fluffy. It's literally just like soft serve ice cream. I mean, look at this. That's soft serve ice cream right there. That's as close to soft serve ice cream as you're gonna get. All right guys, for this one, I'm not 100% sure which one it is because I didn't write it down, but so this has a whole cup of fat-free half and half, which means obviously the calories are gonna be way higher. Let me smell it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch right here. It smells so good. I put 30 grams of almond milk and 1.5 grams of xanthan gum. So let's saddle her up and try it out. Also guys, while I take 10 minutes to put this lid on, the cleaning process for this is a million times simpler than this. You don't have to take this off, wash everything, make sure you get the little nope. You know what you have to wash for this? That's it. That's literally all you have to, I'll show you guys in a bit. Power, light ice cream. So this baby right here is a little bit loud, but I mean, I guess every Ninja product is a little bit loud. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let's see how this one came out with the first spin. I mean, this is crazy, dude. As you can see, the consistency again is just like very, I mean, look at that. It's ice cream, bro. We're gonna add some mix-ins and we're gonna see how it works. So for the mix-ins, we have to make a hole in the middle, which it already made. Throw your mix-in in there, put it back in and press mix-in. Right in the middle there. All right. I should have put more in there so you guys could see it. I put very little, but I mean, look at this. Like, it's surpassing my expectations. Before it's all said and done, we have one more to test out. All right, so finally we have the cheesecake flavor. Again, it was a different test. This is just like the chocolate peanut butter cup. The only difference is that I added 1.5 grams of xanthan gum. So this has 30 mils of fat-free half and half, 240 mils of almond milk, and 1.5 grams of xanthan gum. I think I got the hang of this lid thing. Yeah, put it in backwards kind of. Should we do a milkshake? See what happens? Let's do a milkshake. Honestly guys, I'm already like starting to get a little bit full. So it's because they're just so thick. So let's differentiate the consistencies and see how this one turns out. Okay, so this does not look like a milkshake at all. It's actually very, very crumbly. As you can see, it's still like very icy. Like, I don't want to say it's icy, but it's just super crumbly. As you can see, like this is not a milkshake consistency whatsoever. It almost looks like snow. We're gonna put it back in, and we're gonna go for a respin, which is a pretty damn cool options it have. And the final result is, I mean, this one to me looks more like ice cream, which is kind of weird. Again, it's not milkshakey at all, but I mean, the consistency is all that I care about. And this legit looks like some good ass ice cream. Come here. Welcome to the family, buddy. Welcome to the family. On the next video, I'm gonna get like a scoop, maybe make a couple of sundaes for you guys. I mean, the consistency is just so great. I feel like if you do add some half and half or some heavy cream that's light, I don't know if there is such a thing, it'll make the consistency a little bit better. But this right here is great. And this is like the milkshake button, which is kind of weird because it turned out like ice cream. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more, but I'll leave the macros for this one down here. If you guys want texture leveled up, I would say like 10 levels at least. Y'all gotta buy this. I'm so glad I live in California because it's like summer 9 months out of the year. The best thing that the Ninja gives you is volume. You could do volume, volume, volume. But believe it or not, this thing right here, I'm not sure if it's a pint, I'm pretty sure it's a pint. It is packed with volume just because it's so thick. It's just very thick. It's very thick, very rich, and I mean incredibly rich. This thing is definitely a game changer. I remember where you saw it first. We're gonna bump it up a notch. We're gonna put some Butterfingers in there. How about some Butterfinger cheesecake? You guys want the ice cream? Let me know. Yes. Man, like look how good it just mixes everything in there. And we just gotta accept the fact that we're never gonna get this kind of consistency from a Ninja blender, from this one. It's just not gonna happen. We could try time and time again, it's not gonna happen. I've eaten almost about a pint of ice cream and I'm pretty full as it is. We program our body and our mind to eat 5, 6, 7, 8 cups of ice and air to make us get full, make us feel satiated. But think about it, guys. Before this thing even ever existed, we all were completely satisfied with a pint of ice cream. But then, oh shit. But for some reason, we got greedy and we wanted more and more and more. And we were willing to sacrifice texture for that. But those days are over, my friend. Because we have made it. We have made it. I'm gonna put this away because I'm pretty full already. Let me give you my ratings for this machine. I'll see you in a bit. All right guys, so I'm gonna end my segment letting you guys know exactly what I think of this machine. So first things first, let's get to the price. The price was $200 and right now I've looked everywhere online and it'll be $200 anywhere you look for it. I feel like every Ninja product that has come out has been around $200. So I do feel like it's a totally fair price. Next thing is the texture that it advertises legitimate. Is it accurate? I feel like the Brownie one came out great. I do feel like the respin with the Brownie, it ended up making it very, very light. A little bit lesser than a soft serve, like a little bit lighter than a soft serve, but I would still rank it as ice cream consistency. Like there was no ice chunks. There was very minimal air that, you know, made it more voluminous. I mean, you guys saw it yourselves, like it never really increased, never really got bigger. I feel like what I have to do is mess around with the portion sizes so I can make it at least fill up a little bit more. But regardless, it is very voluminous to me because it's very, very thick. The cheesecake one was just insane. And I used the milkshake setting for that one, which is kind of weird. So I might have to play with that again as well. I mean, you guys did see the first spin of the milkshake. It was almost like snow. So I did a respin and it came out great. It came out really good. I really have no complaints when it comes to how they turned out today. The only one that I do have is the Brownie one because again, it turned out, the respin made it turn out super, super, super soft serve, like really, really light. But even then it still tasted really great. So I do feel like I have my work cut out for me when it comes to liquids to use as well as add-ins, and I do want to optimize the volume as well as the texture. Next, we're gonna grade it in how easy it is to use. And to be honest with you guys, like I'm not great when it comes to like using blenders and all this stuff. That's why I use the Magic Bullet, because it's super easy, you just press it down. But this one was incredibly simple. The hardest thing I had to figure out was the lid that you guys saw me struggle with a few times. But you literally just press a button. You don't have to put any ice in it. The cleaning part is a godsend. The cleaning part, all you do is take out the little blade and you wash the blade as well as the top part of the lid, which is crazy. Compared to a Ninja, the cleaning is 1,000 times more simpler. Now, if we're gonna go to the bad things about this machine, again, the price, it might be a little bit too hefty for some, which is completely understandable. 200 bucks is 200 bucks, you know what I'm saying? The other thing that I feel like people would have an issue with is the volume. Obviously, we are all used to having these huge voluminous ice creams or milkshakes. For me, at least, as you guys know, I, do my thick milkshakes, and those are great for me. So I feel like the volume for me is not an issue, but I feel like for some it may be, but I honestly feel like the volume is not an issue. I do feel like the blender itself just thickens everything up, condenses it into one little thing. So when you're taking a bite, it's not like you're taking a bite. Like I feel like when you eat protein ice cream, you take a bite and it's like, you could like almost inhale it. It's just so light. And this one is the opposite. It's not as voluminous like when it comes to amount, but it's voluminous when it comes to how dense it is, because it's very thick. It's very rich. Another thing, it is a little bit loud, but if you own a Ninja blender, those are also loud. So, I mean, your neighbors are not gonna think anything different of you, because they've been used to you blending shit with your Ninja blender. And lastly, would I recommend that you buy this machine from Ninja? If I'm being 100% honest with you guys, hell yes. I have tried so hard, and I'm telling you guys, I try. Like I see everybody posting, and I try so hard time and time again to enjoy anabolic protein ice cream from a Ninja blender, but I can't take that texture, you know what I'm saying? That's why I started doing my milkshakes here, and I've been doing the milkshakes for a long time, and it wasn't until recently that I started sharing it with you guys. I feel like if you guys were to taste and feel the texture that the Ninja Creami gives, I mean, you guys would have no second thoughts of using a Ninja blender unless it came to volume. So I feel like this review has gone on long enough. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys have any questions regarding the Creami or anything else, please drop a comment or please DM me on IG. So I do intend to play around with the ingredients a little bit more, and I will start making recipes using the Creami. So if you guys have any ideas, please drop them down below. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Love you guys.